It is the greatest question never answered. Marvel vs. DC. Who is superior? That question will be answered in this discussion mini-series. So, let's get this terrible party started.
The world was on fire and no one could save me but you.
Hello, all true believers and members of the DC Universe. I am Kenatonic, and this is episode 1 of my Marvel vs. DC discussion mini-series. Now, gonna lay down a couple rules about this mini-series. First of all, we're not doing character battles. That's very typical, so we're not gonna do that here. What we are going to do is have Marvel vs. DC in 3 different categories. Those categories are comics, TV, and movies. And from these 3 topics, there will be a winner and a loser each week a video is posted. And then after this miniseries is said and done, there will be a ultimate winner. Now, after that winner has been decided, you can recommend other subheadings that I can put in this Marvel vs. DC discussion, and we'll be able to go from there. But that can only happen until after this is done. So, episode 1, Comics. DC Comics, founded in 1934 with headquarters located in Burbank, California. These guys are just absolutely amazing, and they have bestowed upon us 2 of the most legendary superheroes of all time. Those being, of course, Superman and Batman. Little bit of a party wave here as we celebrate 70 years of the Cape Crusader. Oh yeah, looking forward to another 70. I really hate this picture is so much bigger than the other one. But nonetheless, Marvel Comics, founded in 1939. Headquarters, of course, New York City. These guys have also supplied us with some really legendary characters and also some pretty stupid ones. But Marvel has done nothing but grow stronger and gain more popularity in recent years due to their movies. And both Marvel and DC are pretty well known for the teams that they have. For DC, it's the Justice League, comprised of pretty much every hero in the DC universe. And a little fun fact about the Justice League, I can't think of a single movie, I can't think of a single cartoon about the Justice League that's been bad. So, like the Justice League and Young Justice, and I think there was another one, and those were fantastic. But we'll get into that in next week's topic. Here we go again with the picture being bigger than the last one. Nonetheless, team for Marvel, the Avengers. Now this isn't all of them, of course, but again, the Avengers are pretty much comprised of every Marvel in the comic universe, every superhero in the Marvel universe, and they even have a West Coast Avengers. Marvel and DC have been able to give comic fans stories that will last the test of time and will be repeated for decades and decades, but that's not to say that they don't get things wrong as well. I mean, for example, let's talk about how many characters that both Marvel and DC have that look just alike. For example, Deadpool and Deathstroke, Thanos and Darkseid, and of course Batman and Black Panther. These are just a few of the examples of Marvel and DC characters that are pretty much either A, the same person, or B, look too much alike that it's impossible to ignore. They've also had other little issues that'll just get on your nerves. For DC, pink Kryptonite. Why does that exist? Why? 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 Just why? And another thing, the Justice League. I love the Justice League. I really honestly do. But when you have a hero that's so overpowered as Superman, if he's defeated by a villain, you mean to tell me I'm still supposed to believe the Justice League can win? Yeah, because Batman's just that great. Batman is that great, but come on, seriously? And with Marvel, there's of course the Marvel Zombies. That was an issue. That was really bad. Another example of a miscue for Marvel, some of the X-Men. Prime example, Jubilee. Why? Just, why? And what was the other one? The Dazzler? Dazzler? That was a thing. The Dazzler? Whatever. Just, yeah it was. Why? Absolutely and utterly stupid waste of time. But looking past all of that, Marvel and DC have been nothing but a blessing to this world. And it's really, and just going through all the research that I did, research being reading a bunch of comics, all the research that I did leading up to this miniseries, in the comic standpoint, there really can't be a true winner of this category anyway. I mean, they've both been around for years, and they've both had their really, really bad stories, but they've had so many great stories just a piece that it is literally impossible to say which company is better when it comes to comic books. So, in part 1 of this Marvel vs. DC miniseries, the winner? Well, there is no winner. It's a draw. I'm sorry, I know. Starting this big new mini-series and it starts off with a tie. I know, I'm sorry, but you should get what I'm saying here. The only winner of DC versus Marvel when it comes to comics is the fans. So there. But rest assured, when we get into television next week, things are going to be a lot different, and there is going to be a winner. I guarantee it. So, in the comment section below, let me know the topics that you want to hear in these discussion videos and my Let Me Talks. Follow me on Twitter, like, subscribe, and all that other stuff. I've been Kryptonite, and I'm glad we had this talk.